Hello ladies and gentlemen of all ages, this is the first side playthrough of Southpaw from Neckbeater and Southpaw. I have chosen Castlevania Bloodlines to start out with. Yeah, the first thing I did was I moved the levels to 5, but I'm not sure it wouldn't matter much. I kept the difficulty normal because I didn't want to make things too easy or too hard. Yeah, there's something about Bloodlines I like the best out of all the Castlevania games, but 3 comes very close. I don't know, there's a couple of things that Bloodlines does that I really enjoy. Like, well, first things first, like, they added gore, so it seems more at home with a Castlevania series. And that and the music, even though it's on Genesis, I really enjoy the music. I mean, just, especially Stage 2. Yeah, also one of the neat little things is you'll notice that some there's 2 candlesticks and there's 1. The one with 2 candlesticks are hearts, ammos, and special power-ups like that sometimes. The one where it's just 1 thick candlestick is a item or a sub-weapon. So that makes it much easier to sight it so you don't accidentally pick up something you don't want to use. Yeah, another thing that it has that I kind of like is you can kind of notice where there are cracks in the walls where you can whip it and get certain items. Yeah, also when you're powered up, you get like a chain lightning kind of whip, and you get this very powerful sub-weapon. But unfortunately, you lose it the minute that you get hit, which is kind of down. But hey, they have to bounce it somehow, right? Yeah, kind of like right there, I got hit and lost it. Oh, yeah. I also kind of noticed that the movements, well, at least the enemy placements, are not as dickish as they usually are. Well, I shouldn't say dickish, at least not for the first 3. Even though the music's really good, there are some downsides, like the sound effects are kinda eh. You can tell they're Genesis sound effects. Yeah, the only difficulty with this boss is making sure you don't get hit by the glass shatters that fall down. Which, I think I get hit once or twice. Other than that, this boss is no problem. Just continuously flail at it and you'll eventually beat it. Oh yeah. That's right, this game doesn't have any momentum, but hey, you can move around in midair, that's kind of funny. Yeah, in part one right here, I think I got through the first 2 levels, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, also if you can't tell, with my stuff, Southpaw, my stuff, I'm doing live commentary because I just think it has better audio quality and just better quality in whole. Kind of gives me a time to reflect on how well I've done and my opinions on how well I played. Because you can play through a game going, oh man, I think I did pretty good, but then look back on it and go, eh, I could have done better. I could have done this, I should have done that, I should have gotten this power up, I should have swung up there. Oh yeah, another thing I do like about this game is on any rooftop or any ceiling part, you can swing right at it and hook onto it and swing around. Yeah, I don't know why you can't initially just whip diagonally upwards unless you're jumping. Yeah, I think there's something I tried to do at the end of the first boss fight, which should be here in like a couple of minutes, I remember. If I remember correctly. Yeah, and what is it with Castlevania and stairs? Usually that's... I don't know, I don't like that. Yeah, see, when you jump, you can only whip diagonally when you jump. Why can't you do that just naturally? I never get tired of looking at that. Skeleton jumping right into it, trying to kill itself. Yeah, it didn't really work the first time. Wait, didn't I already make that joke? Eh, doesn't matter, it's still funny. Yeah, it's starting to get near the first boss, where... Oh yeah, 1 life. I almost died getting it, which would have been ironic, actually. But no problems there. and then the skeleton snake dragon heads from the wall. Well, yeah, they're not as hard as they used to be because you can kind of see there's a pattern. You just gotta whip at the right time. Your whip still has a ridiculous delay, so you just gotta time it right. But hey, that just adds to the challenge and depth of gameplay. So yeah, as you can see, you can whip at a ceiling and swing by. I tried to do something after the boss fight, but it didn't really work. You're probably gonna see what I mean. Yeah. For a first boss fight, the boss right here is not that difficult. You just gotta make sure you're not in his range, or else you're just gonna get hit. I don't know how much health he takes away, but probably not that much. But still, watch out. Basically, when you get down to his just his legs, he's no problem because his kicking range is kind of small and pathetic. I don't know. Can he attack with his arm? No, I don't think he can. At least I've never seen him do it. I've always whaled him down to just his legs. I've never seen him actually keep his arms. Okay, yeah, I try to get up on the ledge here. Yeah. You can probably guess what I tried to do. But yeah, if you time it just right, as the orb drops, you can whip right at the ceiling up there, swing by, and grab the orb. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried again. Doesn't matter much. Alright, that was stage 1. Now on to stage 2, which is, musically speaking, my favorite stage. Okay, it may actually just be my favorite stage in playing. Yeah, I think the knife has been replaced by the axe in this game. I have no problem with the boomerang power-up because it does do damage and it does have good range. The axe, I never liked the axe in this game. It's kind of went in one foul swoop and never really hit anything because there's really nothing up in the air that you couldn't just get by whipping diagonal. Yeah, usually when I ask people, hey, what's your favorite Castlevania game, they'll usually say either 3 or Super Castlevania. Super Castlevania is pretty good, but I don't know, I just can't get past the fact that it's pretty much a remake of the first one, which isn't bad in itself. It does improve on the formula and it does fix a lot of things. But I don't know, it didn't seem like its own kind of game. It just seemed like the revamped number 1, what number 1 should have been in the first place. But I'm gonna guess due to limitations of... No, I can't even say that because... Sorry. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, in Castlevania 3, your first partner, the thief, could influence mid-direction. So why couldn't you do that anyways? Oh yeah. By the way, if you get in the water too deep, you will drown. I was lucky enough to even get out with 2 life bars left. Well, 2 segments anyway, sorry. I don't know, something about this level just... it's probably the music. I also do like the enemies in the... Like, there's 3 mini-bosses. Well, 2. No, 3. 3. Yeah, because there's this wizard I'm about to fight right now. Yeah. He's really easy. I just gotta move his move, jump, and whip. You have to do a specific time because he will vanish eventually. We're at 9 right now. Yeah. Yeah, and the thing with these ravens, since you can't whip diagonally without jumping, which honestly you couldn't hit them with that because they're already swooping down at you. You just gotta move a little bit to the left and then whip them the minute they come down. No problem. Also, yeah, I should have moved to the right. Yeah, the first guardian you face is not very hard. All you gotta do is just move right in front of him because his flail doesn't hit directly in front of him. It hits like 2 inches in front of you. Well, in front of him. And just keep wailing at him. The second guardian is the one that I have trouble with because he can hit directly in front of him. And when he first enters, it's kind of hard to see where he's going to be able to hit. That, I think both of them can jump. But the second one's difficult because, yeah, like I said, he can hit directly in front of you. Still enjoy the boss fights, though. Yeah, the axe is pretty much the new knife. Yeah, it wasn't until this playthrough where I figured out you couldn't touch the flail even if it hit the ground already. I kind of figured since it's in the ground, you wouldn't be able to touch it since you're walking over it. Yeah, this is the guy you'd have problems with because he can hit directly into you. And there's no way you can hit him more. Well, you can hit him more than once, but it just takes very proper timing, which I tried to do, but I didn't do so very well. Yeah, the minute he jumps, move to the right immediately. Don't even do anything else. I guess this guy isn't very hard. It's just figuring out his patterns first. Oh, I do not like this part at all. First off, because that can happen. You should probably just walk directly off the cliff. That way you can land on the rafts just fine. Yeah, but the other reason I don't like this part is because, well, yes, that's right. The Medusa heads are back in this game too, and they're just as annoying. Unless you figure out their pattern, then they're pretty easy. I know, walking straight, they're pretty easy, but when you're kind of limited to how much platform you can get, it's kind of hard to jump around and dodge them, unless you are in the exact place you need to be. Luckily, I think they give you enough room to move around in order to avoid them, or with them, whichever one. They're never that much of a problem, it's just when... Yeah, the Medusa heads on their own in an empty room straight down the hallway, no problem. When they throw everything else at you, problem. Like right now. I actually think this is the lowest it's gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, and these guys are kind of... they're pretty easy to hit. Especially when they jump. If they jump and you whip them in the air, they will die on first contact. Shit. I got the axe. I think I get the holy water later anyways. Yeah, when they jump, whip them, they will die in one hit. These guys are just CZs ever. Well, at least it's because of the placements. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about the sound is when you whip him and the pillar falls, it goes, or I don't know, it just sounds gross. Yeah. Well, at least I replaced the axe at the expense of some health, but that's okay. Because there's a cracked wall over there, I can get some more health. Or a power-up? Yeah, I think it's just more health. Yep. I wonder who cooks all this roast beef and leaves it in the walls. That's gross. But that's alright. Getting pretty close to the end. Alright. Yeah, almost done with this level 1347. Yeah, for recording, at least for my stuff, I'll do live commentary instead of just on the fly. Gives me more time to edit it, and it makes it easier. And the audio quality is better. Sorry for the stuttering right there. Yeah, I'm not sure what Neckbeard's going to do for his solo playthroughs. He may do commentary on the spot as well as recording gameplay at the same time. I don't know. I just thought I'd try something different and see how the quality stands out against the rest. That, and I kind of want to give it the same. I don't want to be just me. I just wanted it. Well, I did want it to be just me. I just want to give it a little more personality. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but I can try at least. Also, yeah, this boss isn't too hard. You just have to avoid the rocks. Every single rock will hit you. If I remember correctly. So, other than that, this guy's no problem. You just gotta wail on him until you're down to his eye, and then just whack his eye. It'll take only 4 or 5 hits, I think. And then that's it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm wrong. It takes 7. but still. And then, yeah, death animation. Which I danced to. Party on. Well, that takes care of it for stage 2, with 2 segments left of health. Except not really now. No problem. I think I only died twice. Yeah, I died only twice, which isn't bad.